All right, so let's go out there and talk about finding suppliers, because finding suppliers for some people can be, a pretty confusing, pretty daunting task as well. So let's talk about suppliers. You want to take a look at how long they've been open for, because how long they've been open for really signifies their strength inside of the wholesale and more so community of drop shippers more than anything else when it comes to AliExpress. You want to look at their feedback score, and you want to know if they have a big warehouse, because of the fact is if you want to scale out to other particular products, if you have one supplier that has all these products, that's even better for you. So when it comes down to it, these are things that we're about to look at, and let's start off with how long they've been open for. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look right over here at the harem pants, right? So we have harem pants, we have 9,599 orders. Let's take a look at this particular supplier and see how long they've been around for, and see if they're good, and pretty much see a lot of different factors. So the first thing that I need to look at is this right over here. How many orders and the popularity, the votes that it's received from customers. Now this is a very, very good indication. So, our other indicators over here kind of get outruled just by this one. However, we want to take a look at how long they've been open for. So the store that you see, store over here, Friends of the Shanghai International Trade Co. Creek, has been a store that has been established and open since July 1st, 2013, so 4 years, right? So right away, and you can take a look at all different suppliers as well, just by going over here and taking, let me just close out of this, and you can actually go ahead and take a look 2 years. If you hover over the store, it'll tell you when, March 5th, 2015, so 2 years, which is fine. Now, if they've been open for 3 years and have, not so many product sales and whatnot, I wouldn't really recommend working with them. So just take a look at a lot of different factors, which is orders, how long they've been around, and then the next thing we want to take a look at is their feedback score. Now, what I noticed with this particular supplier is they don't really have a feedback score right now, okay? So this is kind of the seller ratings in regards to network-wide, rather than just having one product. So this tells me that this particular store might only have this one product that has been a really, really big hit for them. So again, let's just take a look. So again, they have a lot, but let's take a look at their top selling products, okay? And again, like I said, this one over here has been their big hit. Now, that can really go out there and tell me that they're not doing a lot of volume except for this one particular product, and these are just, onesie twosies when it comes down to this particular main product that they have. However, when I'm looking at Pet Circle, right, I'm going to click on Pet Circle, and they actually have, let me just go, I'm pretty sure you can see this over here as well. Let me just see. All right, let me just kind of show you when you're looking at a product page. Right at the top over here, you see a top brand, and you see these diamonds. Now, 5 diamonds is very, very good, okay? So sometimes it'll have 4.5, sometimes it'll have, like 4, whatever it is. They have positive feedback of 98.6. However, I want to click on Pet Circle, and I want to show you, okay, top selling, and show you exactly what I mean by a side-by-side comparison with this particular store and Pet Circle. So Pet Circle, as you can tell, has a lot of products that are doing hundreds and hundreds of sales. 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. It's not 10,000, 2,000, 700, 200. So again, these aren't really, they don't have a lot of sales in regards to spread out throughout their entire store. Pet Circle does. And that's what AliExpress really wants to see, and that's what you should take a look at as well, is when you're going out there and looking at a store, you really want to kind of, you really want to go out there and more so take a look at if the products that this particular supplier is selling has a proven track record of good feedback. So we're going to take a look at the top 3 products over here, and we're going to take a look at the rating of these products. So we have 4.9, we have 4.8, and we have 4.9. So if you go under like 4.4, 4.5, that's really bad, okay? That's not good. So let's take a look as well over here, whoops, at this particular store that we're doing a side-by-side comparison with. So we already know that this product right here is doing the best. These two are pretty much the same. I don't know why they have 2 different listings for it. But essentially, we have 4.7, so that's not the best, okay? 4.8, 4.9, 5.0 is very, very good. 4.7, it's on borderline. 4.8, 4.8. So this supplier, it's giving me the inclination that they aren't the best. They aren't the best in regards to quality, customer support, and they're not ranking too well in overall. More so, as you can tell, they have 2 crowns over here. But I'd more so, if I had to, if these were two of the same suppliers selling the same products, I'd go with Pet Circle over Friends of the Shanghai International Trade Company. All right. So again, we took a look at the feedback score and do they have a big warehouse? So how can you tell if somebody has a big warehouse, right? So you can actually, they'll actually have, if you go to store home, hang on, let me just kind of find if, because a lot of them will actually show you that they have a big warehouse. Maybe if you scroll towards the bottom. So if we go to About, a lot of them will have, oh, I don't even think this one has an About page. It just redirects right back. But typically if you click on like a product, right, and you scroll into the description, they'll show you that they have, you know, a warehouse and they're producing and all that fancy stuff. So if we just scroll down, all right, 1 second. So in this case, it doesn't have, you know, the fact that it has a warehouse. Let me take a look at Pet Circle stuff. Maybe they show that they have, you know, a warehouse where they're manufacturing, but essentially, a lot of suppliers will go out there and show you that, you know, they have an established facility. And so our factory. So then they'll go out there and kind of show you images of their factory. And I like to see that. Like I said, right now, Pet Circle, if they were selling the same products, one-to-one comparison, Pet Circle has, you know, my particular favor. They're showing the sample show, the meeting rooms, the factory, the product line, where the products get made. And again, this is really good stuff to look at. I love visuals, but this isn't 100%, you know, necessary. It's something that it's something that I look for. It's not something that you need to look for, but I want to look if they have a big warehouse and they're not just, you know, crammed in some type of, you know, shed that they're making products out of. And then what you want to do is really go into their store. So you can take a look at their store just by, it says store right over here. Click on Pet Circle, right? I'm going to close out of the rest. And then we can do store home. And you can take a look at literally all their products that they have. And you can take a look at categories. You can take a look at, top sellers, new arrivals, and they might organize it for you as well. But essentially, this is really what you have to do in regards to going and finding a supplier. It's not, you know, it's not that complicated. It is a little tedious to find a good supplier with good rates and whatnot. However, if you did find, for example, those pants that we were looking at before, where the product price wasn't that bad, and the actual reviews, the 4.7 out of 10,000 orders, that's not terrible. I would consider using them as well, just because the margins will be very, very good. All right. So again, that's how you go out there and do more so research on finding suppliers. Next, what I want to talk about is going out there and more so how to find faster shipping times and what to look for shipping times. All right. So again, I want to kind of leave this open for you to go out there and really figure this out for yourself as well in regards to finding your perfect supplier. But this is my criteria that I look for, and this is what I suggest you look for as well. I'll catch you in the next video.